I think I have to be a midget to talk into this.
I'd like to thank very specially George, Ringo, and Julian's dad, John.
Thanks for being here for me. I can't thank you enough.
I'd like to thank everybody. Conway can't talk.
This means a lot to me. Thank you all very, very much.
This is so exciting.
An unbelievable night. I'll never forget it.
Merci beaucoup.
Thanks for letting us do this for a living.
It's awfully warm down the back of my neck, you don't see.
Thank you so much. I love you.
I love you too.
I really, really appreciate this.
All right, Mama, can you dig it?
Far out.
Outrageous! Outrageous!
Hi, I'm Kenny Rogers, and that was just a taste of what you have in store as we celebrate 20 years of the American Music Awards. You'll see all of your favorite stars performing their biggest hits, and we'll sprinkle in some exciting in-person performances, too. So how do you start a star-studded show like this? The way the American Music Awards have always started, with a bang.
We bring you the American Music Awards 20th Anniversary Special. Hosted by Kenny Rogers, starring Earth, Wind & Fire, Gloria Estefan, Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, Cyndi Lauper, Reba McEntire and Linda Davis, Village People. With special appearances by Alabama, Michael Bolton, Garth Brooks, Bon Jovi, Roberta Flack, Gladys Knight, Olivia Newton-John, Lionel Richie, Stevie Wonder, Winona, and featuring hundreds of your favorite recording stars of the past 2 decades and the hits they made famous. And now, your host, the winner of 17 American Music Awards, the most ever, ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Rogers.
you, and welcome to an all-star celebration as we look back at the first 20 years of the most popular music awards show, the American Music Awards. 20 years, let's see, 20 years ago I was just leaving the first edition. Whitney Houston was in the 5th grade, and Meatloaf hadn't even gotten around to recording his first Bat Out of Hell album yet. 20 years ago, rap was what you did to a present. Grunge was the stuff you couldn't get off of the floor of your garage. And if someone said heavy metal, you were sure they were probably talking about the chains around Isaac Hayes' neck. 20 years ago, we still bought vinyl albums and 8-track tapes. There were no CDs, no VCRs, no MTV or VH1, no CNN or ET, no REM or U2, or UB40. But what we did have was a brand new show called the American Music Awards. Over the years, we have had 36 different hosts, most of whom had never hosted a major television show. Sometimes things went smooth as silk. Other times, not quite so smooth. Elton John decided to just relax and have some fun with it.
Hi, Peter, Paul, and Mary. And which one's Mary? Never mind.
Dean and Ivory Wayans greeted some of the stars down front.
So long. Look at that. Sinead O'Connor. How you doing, baby? Isn't she pretty? Yes, you are. You're very pretty. I feel weird saying that, being that you got the same haircut as my brother Damon, but you're looking lady.
A host nominated for an award is usually backstage, where it's hard to hear the winner's name.
Whitney Houston! Last Dance by Donna Summer.
Aretha Franklin.
Rhinestone Cowboy. Dang, I'm so nervous I could thread a sewing machine with it running, man.
Hosts are often called upon to perform. This was Teddy Pendergrass with his big 1981 hit.
Looks like another love TKO.
A year later, Teddy was involved in a terrible car crash that would change his life forever. In 1986, he made a dramatic and heartwarming return to the show.
All right, baby. Me and you, you and me, me and you and me. Come on.
And he received a second ovation when his song was over.
Coming up, a performance by Earth, Wind & Fire, and a look back at 20 years of pop rock hitmakers on the American Music Awards 20th Anniversary Special.
And the winner is?
The winner is Earth, Wind, and Fire.
You should know that this group won the American Music Award for favorite soul R&B group.
You're my lady.
Thank you, Kenny, for making that #1 for me, brother.
And thank you, Lionel, for giving me first chance to record that really spectacular special song. And here are some more songs that have been featured on the American Music Awards over the past 2 decades.
and set me free. Take the chains away that keep me loving you.
Oh, she's my good girl. Oh, 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 she's my good girl. Oh, oh, sit tight, yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. It's been 3 long years. Do you still want me?
You want me?
Come on, baby, let's get away. Let's save our troubles for another day. Come go with me, we got it made. Let me take you on an escapade. Let's go!
I wanna lay down in a bed of roses. For tonight, I'll sleep on a bed of roses. I'm your private dancer, dance off my money, do what you want me to do. Just a private dancer, I dance off my money, and any old music will do. I'm right behind you, win or lose, forever young, forever young, forever young, like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo. I know if he really loves me, I say a prayer with every. I fall in love whenever we meet. I'm asking you because you know about these things. Love will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever some sweet talking girl comes along, singing a song.
Here's a Bee Gees song from the 80s. And last year, Michael Bolton redid a Bee Gees hit from the 60s. Over the past 20 years, we have handed out close to 700 American Music Awards. Here's the lady who took home the very first award, Miss Roberta Flack.
It's so hard to believe that it was 20 years ago that I was honored with the very first American Music Award ever presented. Since then, nearly 700 recording artists have been recognized by the fans, the people who buy our records. Because the award is from you, it has so much meaning. And I'm so proud to be a part of the American Music Awards history. Congratulations, American Music Awards, on 20 great years.
Stevie Wonder and Michael Bolton share memories, and Reba McEntire sings when we return.
Thank you very much for allowing me to say thank you to all of you, the public, for it was through the American Music Awards that you were able to make some great choices and still keep everybody a winner. By the way, am I gonna win? See ya.
We all know what soul is when we hear it, but have you ever tried putting it into words? In 1974, we asked the 3 nominees for favorite soul male artist to give us their own personal definitions of soul.
Soul is black expression.
Soul is feel, depth, and understanding. Soul to me is the identity to black kids that they need to have a decent and respectable life.
Here are some more great soul R&B. These performers won an American Music Award for Favorite Disco Group back in 1979. They sold millions of records. They always put the audience in a happy mood. They're fun, they're outrageous. They are the Village People.
Come on and put your hands together. Come on now. This ain't nothing but a party. Come on now. Come on, we need some new recruits. Working with my pleasure, search the world for treasure, learn science, technology. Where can you begin to make your dreams all come true? All the land is all to see.
It's been a pleasure to be a part of the American Music Awards. We're in Mexico City. The nice thing about the American Music Awards is that they keep up with the satellite technology. They go all around the world, just like tonight. Well, anyhow, congratulations to the American Music Awards on your 20th anniversary from Mexico City. We're Bon Jovi.
The American Music Awards have always come to you from Los Angeles, but in a sense, the whole world is our stage. We go where the action is, wherever that takes us. Like to London in 1984 for Culture Club with Boy George. In the early 80s, Australian artists dominated the music scene. We went to Sydney for an Air Supply performance.
Close your eyes, I want to see you tonight in my sweet dream.
Later in the same show, we went back for the Little River Band.
Still up to you, but whatever you do, take it easy on me.
And from four corners of the United States, we brought you four great groups. In 1983, Hall & Oates from New York City. From Cleveland in 1987, Genesis and Phil Collins. From Las Vegas in 1992, Guns N' Roses. And in 1978, Kiss rock and rolled all night in Baltimore, causing an indoor blizzard.
Performances by Gloria Estefan, Kenny Rogers, Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, Cyndi Lauper, and more Star Pack memories coming up on the American Music Awards 20th Anniversary Special.
You see this? This is an American Music Awards podium. One of dozens that have been clutched by nervous presenters and excited winners over the past 20 years. I don't know what it is, but you put a performer behind one of these things, and there is no telling what he will say.
I get so tired of introducing all these other winners, and it's never be me. Everybody think it's time for me to win. Stand to your feet. Let me see you. Stand up if you think it's time for me to win. Let me see you. Stand up.
A podium's a place to enjoy a long-awaited victory.
I don't know how many times that Whitney and I have been in the same category together, but I'm going to enjoy this one.
But podium can be a place for modesty.
My son's over there. He wanted to come tonight, but not to see me. He wanted to see MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice.
Ron and I...
A place for some serious discussions.
Devote all your attention to us. And if you would, be so kind as to spit in our direction, and we'd like to give you our version of Singing in the Rain.
You know something?
What?
I have never met you before. Should I call you Meat or Mr. Loaf?
Why did you have the name Meatloaf?
You mean you don't know? You don't know? Because the name Chubby was already taken, man.
Two people who can honestly say that love has kept them together. Here are the Captain and Tennille.
A podium is a place to expect the unexpected.
Both are men for all seasons and for all times. Here are Rudy Valley and Frankie Valley.
I didn't know you were really into my work.
Oh, yes, since the early 60s.
Big girls don't cry.
Yeah, well, that's basically it.
A podium is a place to surprise your co-presenter.
When I was a little girl, you were my idol.
Cue cards, please.
Let me get this cigar into my holder. At my age, this is exciting.
And finally, the podium has been a place where some very young people have kept the rest of us on our toes.
I'd like you all to meet a beautiful, talented, and charming young lady, my sister, Janet Jackson.
Even then, it was easy to see that Janet was going to be a star.
Do you know the nominations?
No.
Have you ever heard of the Carpenters?
No.
Okay, well, that's one of them. Have you ever heard Gladys Knight and the Piffs?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's another one. And let's see. Well, no, not yet, not yet. Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. Do you know them?
No.
Okay, well, the winner is...
Well, Janet's not the only one to grow up. Rodney Allen Rippey is with us tonight. Rodney, stand up and take a bow, buddy. Rodney, you still have that card with you? The Carpenters. For nearly a decade, Gloria Estefan has added a new feel to America's pop music. This year, she recorded an entire album in Spanish. She calls the album Mi Tierra, my homeland. She is at home. Friends joined in the salute. The next year, Diana Ross gave the trophy to Motown founder Berry Gordy Jr. in Rome, where they were making the movie Mahogany. That's Berry Gordy Sr. proudly looking on. In 1976, Gene Kelly led a tribute to songwriting giant Irving Berlin. Loretta Lynn's 1985 acceptance was an emotional affair. So was the 1978 presentation to Ella Fitzgerald, especially when Stevie Wonder serenaded her with her first big hit.
Now, I know I won't be able to do this as well as you, but... A tisket, a tasket, a long yellow basket. I sent a letter to my mommy on the way I dropped it. I dropped it, I dropped it. Yes, on the way I dropped it. My little girlie picks it up and put it in her pocket.
4 years later in '82, Ella and Friends returned the favor. The 1988 award to the Beach Boys inspired another group sing-along. And in 1983, when I was presented with the award, I was joined by my family and friends. Just a year after receiving the Award of Merit, I was telling the world about the 1984 winner. This year's recipient of the Award of Merit at 25 years old is the youngest person to ever receive this award. And that year, Michael topped off his Award of Merit by winning 6 regular awards. In 1990, former recipient Stevie Wonder passed the honor along to Neil Diamond. In 1979 and 80, Perry Como and Benny Goodman greeted their awards with questions.
This is longevity. Does that mean old?
I was just wondering, you think if I practice very hard, I can come back next year again?
In 1992, James Brown was praised by a lot of stars who saluted his 3 decades reign as Godfather of Soul. And in 1991, Merle Haggard expressed his gratitude with some plain, heartfelt words.
Sometimes it's tough being a country boy, especially in the city, but you made me feel wonderful tonight. Thank you very much.
In 1986, Phil Collins' presentation of the award prompted an enthusiastic response from honoree Paul McCartney. Roger Miller spearheaded a 1989 group of Willie Nelson fans honoring Willie for his musical and humanitarian activities. And Johnny Cash accepted his 1977 award with his wife and son.
Also a great sense of fun.
We've given 2 posthumous merit awards. In 1993, we were moved as Robin Williams gave a memorial tribute to concert promoter Bill Graham.
Amazing Graham, how sweet the man. Thank you.
And in 1987, we saluted the king, Elvis Presley. And his backup group, the Jordanaires, joined the Judds for the Presley classic, Don't Be Cruel.
Don't be cruel to a hope that's true. I don't want no other love. Baby, it's just you I'm thinking of.
Cyndi Lauper performs when we return.
And the winner is Grease soundtrack.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Olivia Newton-John.
Now, seeing that old clip brings back some great memories. You know, getting the chance to make Grease with John Travolta was one of the greatest joys of my career. We had lots of fun making it, and I think that's why audiences always have fun watching it. And making Grease taught me how important music is to the success of a movie. Try to imagine Saturday Night Fever without the Bee Gees music, or Purple Rain without Prince's songs, or Dirty Dancing without Do You Love Me? Now, all these songs have been big winners at the American Music Awards, and most have been performed on the show. So here's a movie montage starting with my favorite song from Dirty Dancing. You better get your popcorn ready.
I swear it's the truth, and I owe it all to you to hold me, to hold what has scored me, when I'm mad, I'm so sad. certain as the sun,
certain as the sun,
rising in the east,
tale that's all must die,
song as old as rhyme, beauty and the
What about reviving a golden oldie? Or you could borrow a famous move from the godfather of soul, James Brown.
No, I ain't even done with the night. No, I ain't even done with the night.
What if you front a band with an unnamed, unexpected celebrity?
I can't be a man, gotta make ends meet. When the odds get even, they're tough to beat. But tonight I feel like I'm on a winning streak.
How about letting the audience wonder when and if you're going to explode?
It's just a little patience. Said woman, take the time because the lights they shine so bright. You know that we got what it takes to make it. I will say,
Maybe you could surprise them with some really unusual leatherware. What about unleashing an industrial strength electric guitar? And finally, how about a big ending where you try to destroy your drums? Only one group has been named your favorite in both pop rock.
Great.
You look pretty bitchin' yourself, Apple.
Far out and totally bitching. Oh,
Totally bitchin'.
Hey, yeah.
We love you so much.
The winner. Okay, rip it up.
And the winner is.
And the winner is.
Can you people back there see me?
For all of us, life is death without adventure.
And then there's the new school of fashion, which is really anti-fashion.
If you're new, and young, and beautiful, it's fantastic.
I can tell by the look in your eyes that you like what you see.
But no one has had a greater fashion impact on the show than Miss Diana Ross. '89 was the first year that Rap Awards were presented on the show. And these two artists were the first Rap Award winners. In fact, they won 2 that night.
Here's the the DJ, I'm the rapper, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
One was all that we could have possibly ever dreamed for. We got two.
Since then, Will Smith has juggled a big-time recording career with a very successful weekly TV show. But tonight, the Fresh Prince comes in from Bel Air to join his partner on their latest hit, I'm Looking for the One to Be With Me. Ladies and gentlemen, Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince.
Check it out.
Homegirl, pull out two.
The openings of these Fresh Prince and Janet Jackson numbers featured rising set pieces. How about some Purple Rain descending on Prince and the Revolution?
Sorrow.
Or Elton John singing while playing a descending piano. Here, Winona was encircled by dramatic lighting. Great outfits courtesy of the Pointer Sisters and the Ohio Players.
Fire. Fire.
And there's nothing like a few explosions to top off a Diana Ross, Janet Jackson, or Gap Band performance. Who has had the longest winning streak at the American Music Awards? That's easy. It's a group of guys who have won for favorite country 1976.
Come on, everybody. Land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above.
In the 1980s, America's concern for people in need around the world was reflected in a series of all-star show finales.
When we find ourselves in times of trouble, that's the time for you and me to join with all the people. Let it be. 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 There'll be an answer. Let it be. 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 There will be an answer. Let it be.
Who was the busiest host? That would have to be my friend Lionel Richie. In 1985, he hosted the show, performed 2 songs, won 6 awards, and still had enough energy left over to stay up all night at the recording session for We Are the World. I am worn out thinking about that. Lionel, how could you have done all of that in one night?
I don't know whether I survived the show because I was confident or whether the producers pushing me on stage after every commercial was doing the trick. I don't know. But anyway, to go from that straight to the We Are the World session was just over the top. We did not have 5 minutes to think about the awards or to watch the playback of the show. We were actually too busy trying to do something very special, which is to save the starving people of Africa and to give something back as artists. That night was an emotional roller coaster for all of us, and it couldn't have gotten off to a better start than at the American Music Awards. So thanks and congratulations to all of you. I'm looking forward to another 20 years with you. Did I say that? 20 years? Oh, God. So let's do it. I love you. Take care of yourselves. See you soon.
And 1 year after the event Lionel was talking about, Diana Ross led us in a reprise of that historic evening. Those of us in the Los Angeles area were linked by satellite with stars around the world.
We are the world. We are the children. Elizabeth, we are the ones to make brighter day. So let's start getting would you? There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a better day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we'll make a better day, just you and me.
In the mid-'80s, AIDS was becoming an increasingly devastating disease. Once again, the music community came together. In 1987, Diana Ross, Dionne Warwick, and Gladys Knight led us in this song of friendship and hope.
Oh, keep smiling, keep shining. Always count on me, for sure. That's what friends are for. In good times, in bad times, I'll be on your side forevermore. That's what friends are for. Keep smiling, keep shining. Know you can always count on me, for sure. That's what friends are for good times.
All these stars from all different fields of music together on one stage. That's really what the American Music Awards is all about.
That's what friends are
We hope you've enjoyed these past 20 years of American Music Awards as much as you're going to love the next 20 years, which begin Monday night, February 7th, 1994.
Thank you, everybody.
Everybody.
We'll see you next year.
See you next
On the
year.
American Music Awards.
Music Awards.
Good night, and we'll see you next year.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Thank you, and God bless.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody, and God bless you.
Good night. Good night. Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
For the 20th anniversary special, this is Charlie O'Donnell speaking.
Going forward.